Coming up next on Small Town Big Deal.
It's pumpkins, pumpkins, and more pumpkins.
Look out, Charlie Brown, because we're in Circleville, Ohio to find the great pumpkin.
Welcome to the Pumpkin Show!
Welcome to Small Town Big Deal.
We've traveled across the country and firmly believe that the people in small towns are the hands that keep America strong.
So join us, Rodney Miller,
And Jan Carl.
as we show you the great things these people do on Small Town Big Deal. Welcome to Small Town Big Deal. I'm Rodney Miller.
And I'm Jan Carl. Rodney is going to take us on an adventure that he took a while back where he really carved out a lot of fun for himself.
We're in Circleville, Ohio, for what is referred to as the greatest free show on earth. And it's about pumpkins.
Welcome to the Pumpkin Show!
Over 400,000 people come to this tiny central Ohio town every third week in October for the Circleville Pumpkin Show.
It started in 1903 as a way for locals to show off the vegetables they grew. That's my great-great-grandfather known back in the day as Vanyar, Guns, Guts, and Gourds Miller. In his left hand, he's holding his prize gourd. Needless to say, he didn't do us proud that year.
But it's obvious that the people of Circleville are very proud today.
The pumpkin show is such a big deal in these parts, it even has a theme song.
Pumpkin show, the pumpkin show. I'm on my way to the pumpkin show. So take my hand and off we'll go. We're on our way to the pumpkin show. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin show.
I had a nagging question about Circleville for local resident Karen Koch Esterline.
I've been here for 2.5 days now, and I can't figure out why they call this town Circleville. It looks pretty square to me.
Well, that's easy. It was built in a circle around a concentric configuration of an Indian mound.
Still looks pretty square to me.
And is this festival built around the harvest celebration of farmers?
I mean, this is why it is the pumpkin show. It's not the Halloween festival. It really is about the harvest, coming to the harvest table. And so as a community, and now as a state, because Pumpkin Show is the largest festival in the state behind the state fair, it is about coming together for people, and as you see, eating is a big thing, but it's really about a large harvest table harvest.
Yeah, I've noticed the eating here. Everybody eats pretty good.
Yes.
So I'm wondering, how many different kinds of food can you make out of a pumpkin?
Pumpkin seeds, roasted pumpkin seeds.
There's a lot of food here at the Pumpkin Show. Pumpkin bread, pumpkin butter, pumpkin cheesecake, pumpkin ice cream, pumpkin joe, pumpkin pie, pumpkin donuts, pumpkin brittle, pumpkin rolls, pumpkin brownies, pumpkin funnel cakes, pumpkin pizza, pumpkin pretzels, pumpkin taffy, pumpkin burgers, and pumpkin chili. Good. This is a blossom. What exactly?
It's a pumpkin blossom. It's a blossom before the pumpkin.
Oh.
It's awesome. This was a recommendation to us, so that's
So this is like
It's awesome.
vegetarian type stuff.
But
This is-
healthy. Health food.
that deep fried makes it
Health
really
food.
healthy, right?
It's health food.
Pumpkin pie, get your pumpkin pie.
Speaking of pumpkin pies, the crowd is gathering to see a world record holder here at Lindsay's Bakery.
Katie, I hear you make the world's greatest pumpkin pie.
Yes, we do.
And how big is this pumpkin pie?
It's about 6 feet in diameter.
Oh my goodness, how long does it take you to make that?
6 hours to bake, 6 hours to cool.
Whoa, check out the size of that pie.
Do you eat it then after the pumpkin show is over?
Heavens, no. No.
So it's
The
not
hogs eat it.
good. It's not good for human consumption, but the hogs love it.
They do.
Seriously, all that pie, that huge pie, and you can't eat it? Such a waste.
And that's because you have to put ingredients that wouldn't to make it.
Yes, we put vinegar in it now.
Oh.
Just a little bit, not in the regular pies, but in that pie we do.
And you do that for what reason?
Just to keep it from molding, because by the end of 5 days, 6 days, it's.
Oh, I see.
They don't even like it then.
That's amazing.
So I guess I won't be eating that pie. But I was on the lookout for another big deal at the show. And I found Gus, the giant squash carver.
Wow, Gus, nice work.
Thank you, sir.
Think you could teach me to do that?
Certainly I can. Put it up there, pull along, and you put like a potato peeler. You can peel the skin right off.
Oh, cool. Now, how long you been carving pumpkins?
I've been carving for about 10 years now.
How long you been carving pumpkins this big?
This big, actually, I started on pumpkins this big. I'm a giant pumpkin grower, and I had a knife in my hand one day, and I said, there's pumpkins, someone should carve one, and they said, yeah, go ahead. So I kind of took my sneaker out of my mouth and started carving.
Now my kids are going to want me to carve a pumpkin for them.
Yeah. I'm every father's worst nightmare.
You gonna take it easy on me out there? Or are you gonna? We're gonna.
It's gonna be rough.
You're gonna be rough? You think you can get me? Huh? You think you can?
Yeah.
That little kid Aiden, yeah, he really likes to talk smack. I'm worried about Aiden. I think he's gonna try to take me out. He's cheating. He's picking on little girls. All right, Aiden, we got you, man. We got him. I think I kicked some 8-year-old butt.
I will jump on him.
I think they got me.
We have to take a quick break, but when we come back, Rodney's doing something besides stirring up trouble. He's stirring up some pumpkin fudge.
I sure hope my wife doesn't watch this episode.
You're watching Small Town Big Deal.
Welcome back to Small Town Big Deal. We are taking a trip to Circleville, Ohio with Rodney as our tour guide.
I was at the pumpkin show where the politically correct color of the day was orange. Do you just wear this sweater to the pumpkin show?
Yes.
Just for this?
Yes.
You don't wear it any other time of the year?
No, because it's only for the pumpkin show, the Circleville Pumpkin Show. That's it.
Pumpkin Show volunteer Gene Dowler has been volunteering at this show since 1968. And I've taken a liking to his orange jacket.
I've seen these jackets, a lot of...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what do you got to do to get one of these jackets?
The simplest thing is to be asked to do a function within the pumpkin show.
And Gene is an announcer at the parades, so I guess he's earned it.
Well, it's good, but I think it's blasphemous. I mean, you know, you have to earn that.
So I haven't earned it yet?
Well, you come back next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I can wear it with pride.
Yes.
All right. Is that the new standard helmet?
Yes, it is. It's absolutely. This is a standard department issue.
Standard department
Yes.
issue. So anybody gets injured here, you got to show up in a pumpkin helmet.
You got to show that your pumpkin show spirit. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's a must.
All this pumpkin stuff has made me hungry, and the Whittick Candy Shop is the perfect stop for my pumpkin cravings.
Now, Fred, I hear this is the best place in town to get pumpkin fudge.
Well, we're known for it.
Fred's great-grandfather opened up the candy shop in 1840, making it the oldest family-owned and operated confectionery in the nation. And it's right in Circleville.
This is kind of like a step back in time here. You still got the old soda fountain and bar here.
Since the Civil War, all the major conflicts that everybody's been through, we've been through all of them. And I tell people I'm going to be here till 2040, because that's the 200th anniversary of the shop, and I'll be 95.
So you hope to still be running this thing at 95?
I'm going to live to 100.
Now, Fred, I've heard a lot about your pumpkin fudge. Could you show me how you make that?
Sure can. You want to step back in here?
Yeah, let's go. A lot of fudge been made in that kettle, I imagine.
Oh yeah, candy making is not a precision thing, but it just takes time.
And I sure hope my wife doesn't watch this episode. She'll be wanting me to stay in the kitchen a little more. Can I do that?
Okay, what's Rodney looking around for?
Mmm.
Okay, so I'm thinking if you keep helping Fred that way, you're gonna end up as big as one of these gourds.
You're probably
I
right.
think you should get out of the fudge shop.
But you know, Jan, there's nothing like a good parade.
I love a parade.
The real attraction of the parade is the more than 150 first grade girls from local schools who are competing for the title of Little Miss Pumpkin Show.
Okay, let's turn around now and look at the judges. We had 155 registered contestants today for this competition.
These adorable contestants are going to make it really hard for the judges.
So Savannah, you're getting ready to go up on stage to compete. What do you think? You excited?
Yes.
You think you got a good chance? Yes. Well, good luck, and we'll see you after you come back across, okay?
Sydney Weller and her mom Lisa know a thing or two about this competition. Sydney was crowned Little Miss Pumpkin Show in 2007.
In unison, can you both show me your best Little Miss waves?
All right, ready?
Let's see it.
So I was never a beauty queen, but I think I have the wave down.
You know, that's pretty good.
You think so?
I do.
I think some contestants have been taking notes from those two.
You'll get a memento on the way out, and we hope you had fun today.
Was it fun?
Yes.
Did you see a lot of people out in the audience you knew?
Yes.
How about for you, Mom? What was the experience like for you?
It was fun. We got all dressed up like a princess. It was
You
a good
look really
experience.
pretty.
Thank you.
If winning Little Miss Pumpkin Show is a big deal, then winning the title of Miss Pumpkin Show is even bigger. And I talked with Miss Pumpkin Show Micaiah Maxson, the winner in 2000.
Little girls, when they come to this show, do you think they dream of growing up and being the queen someday?
I think so. I know I did. I think to people from Circleville, being Miss Pumpkin Show is like our Miss America. So I can speak for myself and know that I dreamt of it. I remember I started watching it in 1987, and I always wanted to be Miss Pumpkin Show, so it was like a dream come true for me.
Does the queen have any duties during her reign?
Our duty is to just represent the Pumpkin Show. We go around to all of these festivals and we tell them why that's the greatest free show on earth and why they need to come to Circleville the third week in October.
Do you still wear the tiara pretty often around town? Or?
Oh yeah, I wear it every day. No, I just dusted this off. It's probably pretty crummy.
You had
Don't
more in
zoom
2
in.
weeks.
Yeah.
So far, we've seen pumpkin queens, Little Miss Pumpkins, pumpkin contests, pumpkin parades, pumpkin fudge, and pumpkin pies.
And this man told me his reason for coming to the show.
So these guys that's got a craving to grow big pumpkins can show them all.
And when he says big, he's not kidding. Up next, I'm heading to a weigh-off of epic proportions. So stay tuned.
Welcome back to Small Town Big Deal.
You know, Jan, I almost lost my gourd when I saw all the pumpkins at the Circleville Pumpkin Show.
I imagine some of them were a big deal.
Oh man, when it comes to big pumpkins, they really have them here. And you know, there is nothing like an old-fashioned pumpkin weigh-off.
Sounds heavy, man.
Oh, brother.
I'd like to welcome everybody this morning to the Southern Ohio Giant Pumpkin Growers National Weigh-Off.
You heard him. It's the Southern Ohio National Pumpkin Growers Weigh-Off. Try saying that 10 times fast.
The Southern Ohio National Pumpkin Growers Weigh-Off. The Southern Ohio... Whoa, I can't even do it twice.
139 3/4?
Yeah. The weigh-off is the final stop in Ohio to see who has grown the largest pumpkin. There could even be a world record holder here. So, okay guys, handle with care. First of all, they measure each pumpkin to estimate its weight, but it's just an estimate.
They'll do a side to side, then they'll do a circumference, and then we add up the total inches, and then it just gives us a total idea of what the weight is actually is.
A 187.
Tony Vanderpool is the head judge in the weigh-off today, and he's also a contestant.
You have rules you have to follow by the soundness of the fruit. It has to be a pretty sound fruit to even be able to compete.
Okay.
But you can have cracks, splits, soft spots, but as long as you can carve them out to where there's hard meat, you're okay. But if it goes more than 3.5 inches deep, it's disqualified.
84 inches in circumference.
So up first, they start the pumpkin weigh-off with watermelons.
There you go, 207 pounds. Congratulations there.
But I think the guys to beat are Bill Neptune and Ken Bucky.
Welcome to Circleville.
Thank you. Ken Bucky.
And Ken Bucky, you throw this in together?
Yes, we did.
This watermelon hits the scales at 248.5 pounds. Wow, really nice watermelon. Let's give him a hand, guys. Very nice.
So a watermelon that weighs 248.5 pounds? I didn't know they could grow so big.
Okay, we got the champion watermelon growers here. Now, do you have any secrets? Like, are you going out there and singing to them, or are you patting them? Or?
I do talk to them. I go down there and all.
Do they talk back?
Well, no, they seem to respond to me, but all watermelons are female, so I go down and talk to the girls every morning, ask them how they're doing.
That's good to know.
207 pounds. Congratulations there. How long have you been growing watermelons?
This is my first year.
First year, so you pretty satisfied with what you brought with us today?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm just curious, what does a guy actually say to female watermelons?
Now, before I go to work every day, I go down to my watermelon patch, and the first thing I say is I yell, "Hi, girls," and they seem to respond. The leaves perk up, and but no, I do talk to them.
And your wife is fine with that?
She's fine with that.
So there you are, 187 pounds. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it.
These watermelons and pumpkins are recognized worldwide. It's not just like one organization. It's every country in the United States.
It's time to send in the pumpkins. Look at the size of them.
1,289.5 pounds. Almost. Okay, and this pumpkin here is
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
This may be a friendly competition, but another guy to watch out for is Quinn Werner, and he knows his way around a pumpkin patch.
Quinn, you're kind of the reigning champ. You won 2 times out of the last 5 years, so you're kind of the guy to beat here today, would you say?
Well, I don't know about that. We'll see.
Well, I tell you, I'm just
Don't jinx me.
I'm just a novice, but this sure looks like the biggest pumpkin here. It may not weigh the hammer.
Yeah. In the peak growing season, I get home from work for 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I'll be out there till dark. It's basically a full-time job.
So it's a lot of work.
Oh, a lot
You're
of work.
with this pumpkin more than you are with your wife.
Yes.
All right. Here you go. 1,127 pounds. Congratulations. That has to be your personal best?
Yep.
Congratulations.
Jim Bach is another giant pumpkin grower competing this year.
What gets you into growing giant pumpkins?
Just the fun of growing them, seeing them that big, it's just joy to me. Being out in the garden, it's just fun.
Now, you really have to babysit a pumpkin like this.
Yeah, it's about an hour a day per plant.
Everybody's nervous, waiting for the results.
And what do you estimate your pumpkin weight here today?
It's around 11.
1,326.5 pounds. Congratulations. That's a very, very nice pumpkin. Very nice.
Looks like all the pumpkins have weighed, and Jim and others are waiting for Quinn's results.
This is the last one, and it's Quinn's, and I've been watching them weigh. I'm getting pretty good at it. Don't like to guess at women's weight, but I'm going to say this one's going to come in at about 1,450 pounds.
So what's your secret? Will you share us a secret here growing these big pumpkins? Hard work, a lot of hours. Here we go.
1,455. That was within 5
pounds.
Quinn wins.
Top prize was $2,000. But with all the time put into growing these, it's obvious the growers don't do it for the money.
What's it mean for you to be a winner? I mean, what do you get out of that?
Well, it's a lot of pride. We compete against the same people year after year, and we get a lot of new growers. But there's a lot of pride in going to a show and having the biggest watermelon or the biggest pumpkin. And it's pretty competitive between the growers. And although we share a lot of information, we have a few secrets too that we keep for ourselves. But it's not really the money, but it's just the pride of winning a show.
Here is the grand champion of the Southern Ohio Giant Pumpkin Growers, 1,455 pounds. Congratulations.
We went on camera and I guessed the weight of this before, and I was within 5 pounds.
Wow.
You want me to come out to your patch next year?
Sure, sure. You're welcome anytime.
Congratulations, man.
You're welcome.
Good job.
Nice to see you.
My hat's off to all the growers who entered this year. They show the pride that farmers across America have in what they grow. And thanks to them, we have a harvest to celebrate here in Circleville.
You know, Jan, I am really impressed with those farmers and how big they grow those pumpkins.
They were huge, or as my kids say, ginormous. But I'm curious, how did you guess within 5 pounds?
You know, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Small Town Big Deal.
We hope you go to our Facebook page and like us, check out our website, and also, if you haven't heard, we're doing a cruise. So check out our website, gives you all the information. It's to the Caribbean. It's next January, and we're thinking you're gonna wanna be on that ship with us and not home in the snow and the ice. Hope you sign up.
Yeah, please join us and join us again next week when once again we celebrate the great stories from across America.
That's a big pie. That is a big pie.
No, that's a big pie. Roger's picking on little girls. It's pumpkins, and what the heck? It's too big. So it's not good for human consumption, but the hogs love it. Pumpkin brittle, pumpkin rolls, pumpkin brownies. Welcome to Small Town Big Deal. I'm Rodney Miller.
Good job.
Thank you. You're Jan Carl. Welcome to Small Town Big Deal. I'm Jan Carl.
I'm fixing my blouse. Sorry, okay.
She's fixing her blouse. Okay, where were we?
Oh, he thinks he's so
Oh my gosh.